What is good mga ka-champion, and welcome back to another video. Kayo ba ay isang aspiring trader, beginner, intermediate, or even advanced but still haven't figured it out? What do I mean by that? Kayo ay matagal nag-trade pero hindi pa rin consistent, hindi nyo pa rin masasabing kayo ay confident na profitable. Maybe this lesson is for you. Okay? For today's video, I will share with you one of the best trades I got from Euro Pound, and I will demonstrate that you don't have to complicate things when it comes to trading. Alright? So again, maybe this can help you shorten your learning curve, at the same time, increase drastically your trading performance. Okay? So if you want to learn more, please watch the rest of the video. Alright? So, first things first, I would like to thank dun sa mga tao nagme-message sa akin, and some of them nag-worry why I didn't post the video for quite some time. So you have to understand that my community is growing and I do have commitments sa kanila when it comes to one-on-one coaching. Okay? At the same time, hindi naman ako nakakalimot. So again, I'll be posting videos na regularly to give back to all of you guys. Kasi kayo ang dahilan why I am here, and at the same time, bigay na rin ng tulong para dun sa mga nagsisimula pa lang. So if you want to be part of our growing community, TFP VIP Champions community, you may want to check out our 90-day program, one-on-one mentorship program, right? So again, thank you so much to all my TFP VIP Champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat po ng mga sumusuporta. So without further ado, let's get straight to our charts. Alright guys, so again, I will explain to you step by step ano yung naging thought process ko and how we managed to cut this Euro Pound trade long opportunity. Alright? So, ano nga ba nangyari dito? So, first things first, you know the drill, and if you are an avid follower, subscriber, alam niyo na yung ginagawa ko in the first place. That is to check ano yung overall market structure. So, again, I held this trade for quite some time and managed to take two trades actually. Okay? So, isa yung 1:3 risk to reward ratio, and the other one is 1:6 or 6.5-ish. Okay? But importante dito is not really in profit lang, but ano yung naging process ko on how to get that trade. Alright? So, first things first, we need to read ano ba market structure as a whole. So, if titignan natin, no, kung trend lang pagbabasihan, which is quite normal sa ginagawa ng iba nating mga beginners or even intermediate. Obviously, it's a downtrend, di ba? But apparently, if you want to look into more details, makikita natin ano. Okay? So, obviously, meron tayo ditong structure of, di ba? High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay? If you are, if you manage to check my past videos, lagi kong tinatanong, okay, whenever I read yung market structure, okay, so, alam ko na downtrend to, alright, but the question is, nasan yung ano, nasan yung current market in terms of the overall structure. So, if titingnan natin yung overall structure ng market, sorry, diba, it's quite obvious na galing tayo sa series of downtrend. But nevertheless, okay, hindi enough na tignan mo lang yung trend. Okay, you have to see a structure from up and also from the historical data. So, titignan natin, the current candle ngayon, when it comes to daily candle, take note, I am on a higher time frame, daily perspective candle. So, kung titignan natin to, this daily candle, okay, where is it settling? Okay, nasan ngayon yung current price? Kung titignan natin from the left, okay, it's quite obvious that there are past reactions from this current market level. Okay, so ano yung mga yan? So, meron tayong reaction dito. Meron tayong reaction dito. Okay? And if we're going to look saan? Sa kaliwa, there is significance sa level na yan. So, that is why, kung makikita nyo, no, instead na nagkaroon tayo ng usual structure na, ano, na, di ba, meron tayo ditong lower low, diba? Lower high, lower low, lower high. Ano nangyari? The market reacted where? On the same level. So which means there is significance sa level nito, hindi lang sa current structure but also from the past. So ibig sabihin yan, merong ng significance yung ginagalawan natin ngayon when it comes to market structure. So, ibig sabihin yan, hindi necessarily na downtrend ay magsasell ako, okay, on an overall. So, that explains na I have to look more into details when it comes to market structure. So, it is quite obvious na I am now sitting at a logical support para saan? Sa mga retails, okay? So, I am on a logical support. Okay, so, plot ko lang to as a logical support. Yan. So, meron tayong logical support. Tandaan nyo guys, support and resistance or yung tinatawag natin key level may not be the exact line lang. So, again, ginagawa ko lang line but then again, I know it is in my brain, it is a range. Okay? So, if you haven't watched my past video, makikita nyo how I plotted my zones, di ba? Pagdating dito sa support resistance. Okay? But, to make it things more simpler, okay, aware ako na meron ako ditong aware ako na meron ako ditong significant level of logical support para sa mga retail traders due to multiple reactions when it comes to the current structure. Okay, so aware tayo dyan. So, nevertheless, okay, am I going to buy now since I am at a logical support? Definitely no. Kasi bakit? Kung titingnan mo, from the past few days, 3 days, the market exhibits what? A series of loss of momentum pagdating saan? Sa buying. So, ibig sabihin, coming from this structure, di ba? May momentum yung buyers. And then, apparently, nagkaroon tayo ng series of bearish candles. So, ibig sabihin, nagkaroon tayo ng weakness. Okay? So, dyan na nalilito yung mga karamihan. Ibigay intermediate or even advanced, di ba? The reason tinasawag nilang sarili na advanced because probably matagal na silang trade. But, confidence-wise, they know from themselves that they are not consistent or some of them are not really profitable. So now that we know our key level when it comes to support, I will now also plot as well my key level of resistance. So aware tayo that we have this range, okay? So ano pa pwede kong gawin? Diyan na papasok, aside from market structure, yung ating confluence understanding. So again, as a review, di ba? Okay, I will share with you the Warrior System rules basically when it comes to their framework. Okay? So, para lang dun sa mga bagong subscribers ko and dun sa mga avid followers at sa mga supporters natin. So, just a review lang, di ba? I'll share with you. Okay? So, kung maalala nyo guys, from the Warrior System, take note, this Warrior System is my bread and butter. So, ibig sabihin yan, dito ako nagsimula, this is how I understand things when it comes to structure. And it worked for me, okay? But definitely, I have improved using my TFP champion system, which is yun nga yung ginagamit ko na and my VIP students doon sa ating one-on-one. Okay, take note. Okay, I'm using Warrior System as my bread and butter, but I have an improved system which is technically, sinashare ko yun doon sa ating VIP mentorship 90-day program. So, you'll be learning overall yung ating basics to advance. Kaya nga yung program natin is zero knowledge to advance, diba? So, everyone is welcome to be learning in different aspects ng inyong skills. Okay? So, hindi lang kailangan may alam ka na. No. May it be zero knowledge o hindi, may alam ka na, intermediate, you are all welcome para matuto dito sa ating 90-day mentorship program. But going back to our lesson, makita natin, based sa Warrior System on a long opportunity. Sabi ko dito, di ba? Sabi ko dito is, if I am going to have a long trade, kailangan I must be above at least 2 confluences, but to make it more like obvious and at the same time make it more convincing sa part natin as a retail trader, diba? So kailangan maging above tayo ng support level or zone. We are above broken trend line break or counter trend line resistance, and we are above trend line support. Okay, so again, we can plot yung ating we can plot yung ating high probability trade zone coming from this green box. So, ibig sabihin as a rule, di ba, yung bullish or uptrend confirmation natin is the price must be above from all levels. Okay? But, as an exception, at least 2 pwede na yan. Pwedeng above ka ng counter trend break or above ng support level, horizontal, and or above ka ng counter trend line above ka ng trendline support. Okay? So, that's the rule. So, kailangan I must be above in those key levels para dun sa ating water system. So, going back to our charts, okay? Since I am now plotting on higher time frame, meaning I am considering as a swing at this point. Okay? But, try to make sure na ma-satisfy mo na yung rules before we do any execution. Okay? So, ano nangyari dito? So, we know that we have a support level in our horizontal resistance. Okay? So, both of them are on a daily time frame. Confluence-wise, okay, I will add my trend lines in support dun sa ating system. Okay? So, I'll just connect at least 2 points, diba? Para sa ating trend line confluence. Okay? So, ngayon, ang tanong, di ba, sabi sa rule, if I were to buy, I must be above certain levels. Okay? So, at this point, I am above horizontal, but definitely, okay, I am not above counter trend line, resistance. Okay? So, in this sense, I don't have any opportunity yet pagdating sa swing perspective. So, medyo malayo pa. And I cannot trade blindly dahil lang nasa support level ako, which is karamihan yung ginagawa. Trade at support, buy at support, sell at resistance. So again, that is very vague. At the same time, para ka lang nagsusugal nun. So you have to be precise when it comes to understanding in execution. Okay? So ngayon, what I normally do when it comes to looking for better opportunity on a short term, if wala akong swing perspective, so ibig sabihin yan, swing trade ako, pero wala akong makitang relevance sa higher time frame on a daily. So, ibig sabihin, I will need to go down sa mas mababang time frame to look for short-term opportunities. So, anong gagawin ko? I will use my previous daily candle highs and lows to determine whether I am going to really buy or not. Okay? So, dito na magmamato yung iyong previous daily highs and lows. Which I think familiar na dun sa mga sumusubaybay na aking YouTube channel. Alright? So, I have here my previous day high. Diba? So, alam nyo na yan. Okay? And I have here my previous day low, which apparently within that zone of support level. So, again, I don't have to plot, but to make it more precise, so let's say, ito yung ating logical support, which also aligns sa ating previous day candle low. So, if you're going to ask me, okay, di ba? Kung ako ibibili or magse-sell at this point, kailangan Kailangan, if I'm a buyer, I have to break through momentum ng sellers. So, definitely, I have to see bullish candlestick. Or, kahit man, that would provide a close candle above this level previous day high. So, at this point, during that time, hindi ko naman siya agad tinrade. Okay? So, I just want to make sure na mag-a-align yung aking opportunity sa market structure. Kasi, sa market structure, logically, I am a support level. So, supposedly, I should be, a buyer. Okay? But, having this candlestick, wala pang sense na bumili ako. So, anong ginawa ko at the time? I waited and move on to other pairs na pwede kong i-trade during that time. So, let's see what happened here bago ako nakapag-trade. Right. So, at this point, it's quite obvious na nagkaroon tayo ng momentum ng buyers. So, ibig sabihin yan, I have broke through the previous day high na pinlat ko. Okay? Ibig sabihin, market having a clue na gusto niya talagang tumaas. But, take note. Okay? I have to look for structure muna in order to satisfy yung rule ko. Okay? So, in that sense, I went down sa mas mababang time frame just to check. Okay? Ano yung pwede kong gawin when it comes to structure. Okay? I need to have more details. Kaya, I need to look for lower time frame. Okay? So, I went down sa 4 hours just to verify kung there's any significant structure na pwede kong gawin and pwedeng masatisfy yung ating rules. So, take note, this is gonna be our horizontal, okay? Horizontal level of resistance noon na naging possible support kasi nga, we already broke through this level. So, ito yung ating previous day high. Okay, yan yung ating previous day high. Okay. So, anong gagawin ko ngayon? I have to look for confluences as well. So, dyan na pupunta yung ating trend lines. Okay. So, lilitan ko lang yung aking trend line para may distinction dun sa ating higher time frame. So, again, ito yung ating 4-hour counter trend line resistance that apparently, di ba, kasama sa rule, ano nangyari? Nabasag na. But, take note, am I above ng horizontal support? Yes. Have I broke through yung ating counter trend line resistance? Yes. Okay. But, in order to make it more convincing, may nakita ko dito during that time na key points na pwede kong connect as a trend line support. So, importante yan that we look into more detail when it comes to plotting your high probability trade zone. So, which means, if I were to look for better opportunity, lalabas na this area would be my high probability trade zone when it comes to buying. Alright? So, this area, ang goal ko ngayon is pumunta yung market price dito kasi tandaan mo, I am above counter trend resistance, I am now above horizontal support, and I am now will be above trend support. So, ito yung aking HPT zone area. Okay? So, that time, I have waited. Of course, if babalik ako sa daily, mas madaling i-monitor siya kasi kung titignan nyo, I just have to wait for a pullback dun sa aking minarkang high probability trade zone coming from the structure ng lower time frame. So, anong nangyari dito? Okay. So, nagkaroon tayo ng candlestick above still, but it's still not yet within my high probability trade zone kung babalik tayo sa 4 hours. Okay, diba? So, still floating. So, I need to have a correction, a pullback. Kasi as a buyer, I want to make sure that I am buying at a discount. Diba? So, yun yung relevance. Kaya, hintayin nyo na lang, diba? Na magkaroon tayo ng ng pullback. Right? So, what happened here? After that, yun. Okay? So, anong nangyari dito? Nagkaroon tayo ng Nagkaroon tayo ng pullback, strong bearish candle. Okay? So, sa iba, parang, teka, paano kung magbabay? Napakalakas nga ng momentum ng sellers. Okay? Yun nga yung maganda. Kasi bakit? Tandaan nyo guys, as a buyer, you all want to make sure na the price is going down. Okay? So, balik tayo sa 4 hours to make it more clear pagdating saan? Sa structure. So, take note that the price now went sa ating high probability trade zone or HPT zone buy. Okay? So, ngayon, am I aggressively going to take a long position execute na ako ng buy? Of course not, di ba? So, diyan na mag-matter yung inyong lower time frame relevance. Kaya nga, di ba, multi-time frame analysis, you want to make sure na mas makita tayo ng more details at more relevance. So, again, I will just follow here the same rules na ginawa ko nung aking previous high and low. So, again, if I'm on a 4-hour time frame, most probably, I executed and I have executed during that time sa 15 minutes. Kasi bakit? More or less, I was day trading and held the trade to make it more like a long-term trade. But ang execution ko nasa 15 minutes, which is still a good and opportunity para sa better risk to reward ratio. Okay? So again, ipa-plot ko ulit yung aking previous 4-hour high and low. Okay? So again, I am now at the HPT zone. Tandaan nyo guys. So ito yung aking 4-hour previous high and 4-hour previous day 4-hour previous low. Okay, so nasa HPT zone ako ng 4 hours and I'll just mark this as 4-hour previous high. Okay, and previous low. So, again, bakit siya pinaplat yung previous high low? Actually, ang relevant dito is yung high. Kasi bakit? Take note, you're going to buy. So, you want to make sure that there's momentum So, again, the same rule applies pagdating dun sa breaking of what? Momentum. So, gusto ko lang makakita ng strong bullish momentum exceeding itong 4-hour previous high. Okay? So, let's see what happened. Yun. Okay. So, again, this is an indication, this was an indication that the market wants to go up, breaking the momentum of sellers during this 4-hour candle. So, ibig sabihin, nagkaroon tayo ng bullish momentum breaking through itong 4 hours natin. So, ibig sabihin, napaka-relevant itong bullish candle na yan. Bullish kasi, take note, yung closing price is higher than the closing price. So, hindi nyo pa alam yon, go check out my past lessons. Okay? So, anong gagawin ko na ngayon? Now that I have a confirmation sa 4 hours, it's time for me to go sa execution time frame. And doon ko na susundin yung aking rules when it comes to execution. Yun nga, I must be above nung key levels, horizontal, counter-trend resistance, and trend support. Okay? So, at least, ma-meet yung ating mga confluence rules. Okay? Sa water system. So, I went down sa 15 minutes. Okay? I went down sa 15 minutes. And, ano nangyari dito? Okay, take note, etong may bilog, yun yung ating break, diba? Yan yung ating break candle. Okay, so these are break candle. Okay, yan yung may bilog na yan. So, what happened was, how am I be able to execute from this structure? Okay, so take note, tandaan nyo tong horizontal na to, itong 4-hour previous high. Kasi yan yung magiging logical support natin as a horizontal level, satisfying rules. So again, importante yan. So ano pa nakita kong relevant? Simple lang. Again, trend and support. Kasi meron kang 2 points that you can connect, di ba? So, importante that you know yung mga small details. And, tatlo lang yan. So, at this point, I have 2 points na kinonect ko as a confluence. So, tanggalin ko lang ito, circle, para hindi kayo ma-confuse. So, again, itong area na yan, so don't be confused. Ito yung break candle dun sa 4 hours. So, kung babalik ako ng 4 hours, yan yung break candle. So, gawin ko na lang black para mayroong distinction. Alright? So, balik tayo sa 15 minutes. Okay. So, now that I know that this will be my HPT zone. So, apparently, ito yung magiging HPT zone ko as an entry. Kasi bakit? I am now, will be above nitong horizontal support at itong trend line support. So, logically, ito yung ating high probability zone. Kasi kung ipa-plot ko pa yung ating counter trend resistance, okay, which I think we already have broken, okay, dito sa 4 hours. Okay. Ito lang yan. Okay. So, where tayo that the execution will probably happen here, high probability zone entry, okay, as a buy, okay, this area. Take note, market now is still floating. So, which means, ang goal ko lang is, makapunta yung market dito. And usually, dyan mo na-incorporate yung mga hinahanap mong candlestick patterns, okay? So, ang pinaka-relevant lang naman kapag ikaw ay bibili is magkaroon ka ng ng tinatawag nating buying pressure candle or pin bar. Simple as that, okay? You don't have to complicate things. Kasi sabi nga, the best strategy out there is to make complicated things simpler, okay? So, kaya ako, I don't go for indicators, kung ano namang confirmations. I don't need spaghetti indicators at kung ano namang tawag dyan. Importante is, I know well my market structure, I know well my price action, and I know well my system rules. Kasi bakit? Yun yung mag-matter. We may have different understanding and different rules. Kasi bakit? We all have different realizations pagdating sa system. Okay? So, there's no one-size-fits-all na system. Importante is, naiintindihan mo yung ginagawa mo, and you can turn one system to your own as long as it made sense, di ba? So, ang goal ko lang dito is bumalik siya dito sa aking HPT entry and I can have an aggressive option na mag-limit order or instant execution. So, that time, I use instant execution to make it simpler. Kasi bakit? Nandun na naman yung knowledge of directional bias. Alam ko na naman na logically, tataas yung market. But importante, I want to make sure na mayroon akong good risk to reward ratio. So, I waited para lang masatisfy yung aking risk, appetite, and yung aking profit goals. Alright? So, anong nangyari dito? What happened here? Saan ba ako nag-execute that time? I think I saw a pin bar. So, again, I was patient enough. Tandaan nyo guys, I utilize yung productivity tool ni TradingView such as alert. Okay? So, hindi naman necessarily buong araw ako tumitingin sa chart. So, again, I waited many hours or even a day para lang mag-come up sa trade na to. And take note, hindi lang naman ito yung tinitrade ko. Kaya, again, I have other things na tinitignan din aside from this. So, dyan magmamatter yung inyong alert. Alright? So, nangyari dito? Okay, nagpunta sa HPT zone but hindi pa yun yung hinahanap ko, di ba? Ang gusto natin is ano? Pin bar. Alright? Hanggat maaari. Make it more convincing sa part mo. Tanaw, pag hindi convincing at hindi obvious, don't trade yet. Okay? Make it more logical. Okay? Kung makita nyo, nagkaroon ng bearish and then suddenly nagkaroon ng ano, what? Ng strong bull momentum. Okay? So, what happened? Yun pa. Diba? And even deeper. Okay? But take note, huwag kayong mag-worry kung bumaba mo yan. Take note, sometimes market is doing a level test dun sa previous structure. So, which is ito nga, diba? We are at a logical support. So, again, still valid pa rin naman yan. Since this is still a bullish momentum candle. But, what I want is an obvious one, diba? So, see, this might be a false breakout. No, akalain ng ibang retail na false breakout and then suddenly market recovery. So, kasi bakit? Market already have broke through a certain momentum ng sellers dun sa 4 hours. Kaya, nangyari ng 50 minutes are just executionary scenarios. Kaya, ang ginagawa ko lang is wait for my right timing para mag-execute. Okay? So, yeah, okay, ito. Ito yung pin bar yung nakita ko na this made me decide to take a trade kasi this is the obvious one, di ba? So, there's no doubt. Plus, nanggaling na ako sa HPT zone, so which means, okay, nangyari is nagkakaroon na ng consolidation and other things dito sa area. But, I am still at the high probability zone kasi nasatisfy ko nga yung rules of I am above nito and above nito as two constituents based nga dun sa ating warrior system, right? So, I executed 2 trades. Una is 1:3 less grid risk-reward ratio and the other one is based on structure dun sa higher time frame. So, nag-execute ako ng instant execution, okay, dun sa following next candle. And my stop loss, okay, is I put it deeper. Okay, tandaan nyo guys, okay, give room or ample space para or breathing room para sa price kasi bakit the tighter your stop loss, okay, even though mas maganda yung risk-reward ratio, okay, kailangan maging logical din kayo kasi bakit price doesn't go always your way. Sometimes mas stop out ka or early stop out, premature stop out kasi nga masyadong tight. So you have to know your structure as well. Okay, so I executed a certain trade here as a 1:3 risk-reward ratio during the time. One is to 3. Yeah. Okay. Yan yung ating risk-reward ratio. 1:3. Okay. Ayusin ko lang. Yan. And the other one, nag-execute pa ako ng isa. Okay, same level. Pero, saan ko nilagay yung TP ko dyan? Sa structure, dun sa higher time frame. So, I went up sa daily. 4 hours or daily is the same. Kasi bakit? Kita ko naman yung level ko on a higher time frame, diba? So, the relevant structure was ito, diba? Kasi yun yung parang dun ka makubunggo or hanggang dun lang yung limit. And you have a lot of space sa taas na pwedeng gumala yung price. Considering meron kang bullish momentum dito. So, I was expecting market to go up. But again, I might lose the trade. But importante is, I have a convincing satisfaction ng rules. Kaya, nag-decide ako to take 2 trades. One is a better risk-reward ratio. Yun nga yung base structure. And the other is less greed, which is 1:3. Risk to reward ratio, right? So pacing ko lang, same na yan, same entry yan. Okay, dalawang trades. Okay, so I'm not recommending na dalawang trades lang, but again, this is on my personal trade naman kasi. So, you can opt for the 1:3 reward ratio for less greed. But then again, depende sa experience level mo, no? So, I'm just showing you transparently yung naging setup ko. Alright? So, yung naging setup, what happened? Anong nangyari dito? Okay. So, definitely, I know na-trigger ako dun sa sumunod lang na candle eh. Okay. So, I was triggered both from this following candle, following that pin bar. So, nangyari? Let's just let the market play out. Okay. So, it even went deeper and even against me. So, even I was negative during the time. But, again, I just stick to my rules and let it run. Okay? Ganun naman talaga market. There's no perfect market, diba? So, the first trade, na-hit yung ating 1:3 reward ratio. And the other one, okay, yeah, took profit as well. So, ibig sabihin, I rate around ano ko 1:6 to something, yung isa. Around that time. Okay, 1:6. Although dito, I think mas higher pa yung aking take profit nun. Okay. So, let me just check. Okay. Right. So again, the point here is, okay, sabi nga, yung thought process on how I managed to caught this trade. Okay, so again, I'm not saying na laging ganyan yung setup, but the point here is I just followed my system rules from higher time frame down. Yun yung relevance sa multi-time frame analysis and top-down analysis thought process. Okay, so I'm just explaining to you that simpler things works better than those clouding your chart with a lot of tools such as indicators. So again, nothing against indicators, but hindi ako gumagamit yan kasi. So I'm just a pure price action trader and I see more relevance pagdating dun saan? Sa market structure, price action, and confluence. Okay? That worked for me. Ito nga yung war system. Yun nga yung bread and butter ko. Alright? So again, I hope you get the point. This is one of the best lessons na pwede yung matutunan and you can incorporate that in your personal trades. And take note yung lahat ng mga small details na sinabi ko, lalo na dun sa execution and before going for the execution. Take note, always check market structure from higher time frame pababa. Alright? So, yeah. Okay. So again, I hope this lesson helped you a lot in better understanding that you don't have to complicate things. Okay? Walang problema yan, whether kayo ba experience na, like matagal na kayo nag-trade, pero there's still struggles or difficulties along the way. Again, I understand that, but siguro lang is masyado lang kayong na-overwhelm na paiba-iba kayo ng strategy. So, isa yun sa mga major mistakes na ginagawa ng mga retail traders like you guys. You have to focus on one logical system and make it better. Okay? So, hindi naman necessarily na aralin mo lahat ng system. And there are hundreds of systems out there. So, it would be impossible for you to master all of that. So, at the end of the day, isa lang naman yung system na gagamitin mo. Okay? So, again, if you want to be part of our growing community, you may want to check out our 90-day one-on-one mentorship forex trading program. Alright? So, again, that would be it for today. Thank you so much to all my TFP VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat po ng sumusuporta. God bless and see you all on the next videos. Bye-bye. So, I just want to inform and announce that our TFE VIP Champion Student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs. And some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So, here we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So yeah, this is just a minor announcement, and hopefully guys, you can join us and make this community grow, lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright guys, so mga baguhan pa lang, but nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profit from the market, but as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright guys, so that would be it. So yun lang, and thank you very much. Alright, bye-bye.